Hey, you beautiful, fantastical freelancers. My name is William, and the month of September has been a pretty bumpy one to say the least. Yesterday, I just got steady internet connection back again after Hurricane Sally struck my city pretty harshly last week, so I'm finally able to make a long overdue video. Over the last month, we have been blessed time and time again by Christian Daly, Anthem's game director and studio lead at BioWare Austin, over on Twitter with some absolutely amazing art that I believe will be very telling for the future of Anthem. In the past, we've gotten some pretty cool glimpses into the Pirates of Bloodwind and their lair in the clouds, some abandoned Javelin armor concepts, and a few other things here and there. But the stuff I'm going to show you all today, I believe will blow all of that out of the water, as I'm starting to get the feeling that the world of Anthem has begun to really take its own shape and become infinitely more dangerous than it ever has been to date. I'm talking total Armageddon, potentially a new Cataclysm, and so much more. But before we get into all of that, I wanted to take a quick moment to thank today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. And what better time to be learning new skills than right now? These classes are designed to fit the laxest or the busiest schedules so you can learn at your own pace. I've personally been learning how to use Blender in my spare time with Remington Markham. Mix that with a little work with the Frosty Editor tool, and I've been able to import the Javelin of Dawn into Blender to make some pretty awesome stuff. The first 1,000 of my subscribers who click the link in the description below will receive 2 free months of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Special thank you once again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and without further ado, let's get into it. So as I said before, Christian Daly has been showing a lot of art passes for Anthem 2.0, and while one or two of them might be from a familiar area, I want you to keep your minds open as to what these could really mean for the world of Anthem. This first art piece is of the Pirate of Bloodwind's stronghold, and it's probably off to the side a little bit, but it's one of their platforms, where you can see wyverns overhead, their banners, and that crossbow turret that we discussed in a previous video. Personally, I am already getting excited for this region, especially the idea of combating the Pirates of Bloodwind from platform to platform, flying from each one to each one, and I'm wondering if we're going to be able to use that crossbow turret. It all remains to be seen, I suppose. However, our next image kinda gets my mind racing a little bit, and it really shows you how far into the clouds we are right now. Now, of course, you can see the banners on those little cliffs, and more wyverns, as always. But to the left, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that is a Shaper relic. Now, of course, it could be a building, but remember, Shaper relics can take any shape and any form. And it looks like mountains are surrounding this one, or maybe it's been uncovered, not quite sure. Though in traditional Pirates of Bloodwind territory, we have those platforms, banners decorating every inch of that mountaintop, and what looks like to be some sort of command center thing in the center. I'm still convinced that this is a Shaper relic of some sort, but of course, I could be wrong, especially with this next image that shows the night cycle for this region. There are spotlights coming off of the tower, which, I don't know, it starts to convince me less and less that this is actually a Shaper relic, and rather something that the Pirates of Bloodwind have built themselves. But it's really cool to see this aurora in the background and the lightning in the clouds below the mountain. Now, I think this is very telling in and of itself, because think about it. Right now, our javelins are not able to pass the ripstream. We're not even able to get maybe a third of the way up that far mountain in the back left, let alone get up to this territory here. So does that mean that the skybox in Anthem has been increased to where we could, in theory, fly all the way up there? Or would we use the egress that we acquired during the Cataclysm story? For those of you who didn't get the opportunity to play that, Dr. Harkin, you know, the guy that set off the Heart of Rage at Freemark, gave us the ability to use the egress, basically the teleportation device in Anthem that the Scars and the Dominion use to teleport in and out of the battlefield. Anyways, we could be potentially using the egress a whole lot more than we already are, to be able to get past the ripstream. But if we're able to get past the ripstream, and the Pirates of Bloodwind are able to get past the ripstream, I don't know, I think there's just a little bit something more to all of that. Our third image is actually a pretty recent image that was shared from Christian Daly this past Wednesday. This is of a Shaper relic that I have never seen before, and it looks like there are multiple relics. There's that larger relic in the background, and then the smaller one to the right. and what appears to be floating columns to the far right with some sort of golden digital twine. This is the kind of stuff that gives me the heebie-jeebies about where we're going with Anthem. One of the most underused elements, in my opinion, from the base story was the Shapers and the idea of these gods leaving their instruments behind. Sure, we fly through them here and there, and yeah, they created the Cataclysm and the Heart of Rage, and decimated those ancient ruins to the far right side of the map. Sure, I get it. But from a narrative perspective, I don't think we've even begun to scratch the surface with what these monstrous relics can do. Which leads me to the fifth image that absolutely gives me goosebumps. Here you can see one of the serpent shaper relics, from the, serpents on the map in Bastion. It looks like those relics are finally doing something more than just opening and closing, opening and closing. It looks like they have ripped a moon or an asteroid out of the sky and are bringing it hurtling down to the world of Coda. Personally, I get endgame vibes where Thanos literally rips that moon down with the Infinity Gauntlet and throws it on Tony Stark. Regardless, this is terrifying to see. In a good way. We're finally seeing the Shaper relics do something that actually has me excited. Maybe Anthem will be going down a seasonal route, kinda like what Destiny is doing right now with their seasonal story narratives, where like last season, the Almighty was coming crashing down to the last city of Earth, and we had to work with the old AI Rasputin to bring weapons online to destroy the Almighty before it crashed into the city. I could see a very similar story here where we have to shut down this Shaper Tower to prevent all hell from breaking loose upon Bastion. But could this be a new Cataclysm? Could this mean that there will be more Cataclysms? Does it finally look like we're going to be getting rid of Fort Tarsus at long last with that stupid meteorite crushing the city? I'm sorry, I'm getting far too excited about destroying that horrible, horrible hub. But anyways, what are your thoughts on these concept art pieces? How do you feel about them and the direction that Anthem is going in? Please, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as I really do read through all of your comments, and I will reply as always if there is conversational potential, and if I have time. And if you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on all things about your game, Anthem, especially as Anthem 2.0 keeps on delivering juicy stuff like this, well then be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and allows me to reach more freelancers just like you. And as always, I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I hope to see each and every last one of you in the next video very, very soon. And remember, freelancers, we are strong alone, but we are so much stronger together.